Hi, this is Asean now, and you're watching the Weekly Wrap. First up in Malaysia, the Health Ministry on Wednesday said the rabies outbreak affecting the Syrian district in Sarawak is likely to have originated from Kalimantan, Indonesia. The outbreak claimed the lives of 2 children, and the ministry is monitoring 68 dog bite victims from 19 affected villages, together with an ongoing vaccination exercise. Still in Malaysia, a prominent Malay rights NGO has on Wednesday joined calls by Muslim conservatives in Indonesia to boycott Starbucks over its support of gay rights. On Saturday, Indonesia's second largest Muslim organization had called for a boycott of the international coffee chain and for its operating license to be revoked over the pro-LBGT stand of its chairman. Moving on, the 2 younger siblings of Singapore Prime Minister Lee Hsien Loong on Thursday have agreed to settle their public feud over their family home at 38 Oxley Road in private. Lee Hsien Loong and Lee Wei Ling went public last month accusing their elder brother of blocking their father's wish to demolish the house in order to gain political capital. Next, boxing legend Manny Pacquiao on Wednesday has urged the World Boxing Organization to review the outcome of his match against Australia's Jeff Horn. Pacquiao, who's also a sitting senator, lost his welterweight title to Horn in a fight on Sunday in Brisbane, which was a shock as Horn was widely written off by most observers. Lastly, Filipino social workers on Monday have started teaching civilians fleeing the besieged southern city of Marawi on how to identify and react to unexploded ordnance. While the fighting between government forces and Islamist militants continues, the idea of the class was to help keep civilians safe once they are able to return to the city. We now head over to Bangkok with our Thailand partner Nation TV for the latest roundup from the Northern ASEAN region.
Thank you, Kuala Lumpur. Here are the latest updates from mainland Southeast Asia. An influx of migrant workers returns to their home countries because of Thailand's strict labor law. Tens of thousands of migrant workers from Laos, Cambodia, and Myanmar are returning to their home countries amidst fear of legal action from Thai authorities after a new, stricter labor law is enforced. Although the military government has agreed to grant a 120-day grace period for enforcement of the law from the original deadline imposed on June 23rd, the influx of the immigrants departing Thailand remains continuous. The new labor law requires all unregistered migrant workers to acquire travel documents and work permits back in their home countries and re-enter Thailand to continue their works. Otherwise, they face heavy fines if caught working illegally in Thailand. Thai employers who hire illegal workers would face even higher fines if caught. But it is harder to find Thai people willing to work harder for lower pays, like migrant workers have been doing for many years. Although most Thai people realize the importance of legality of migrant workers' status in Thailand, they criticize the government for imposing stricter requirements on employment of foreign workers. A buffalo fight in Vietnam has been called off after a man was gored to death. A traditional water buffalo fight in northern Vietnam has been suspended after an animal attacked and killed its owner during a fight at a stadium right before the eye of thousands of spectators. The brutal attack on this man, which is seen in a video now going viral, is the first human fatality since the sport resumed after the Vietnam War. In the video, the buffalo gored the man in 3 blows, including the most violent one, which sent the man flying into the air and dropped to the ground. He later died at a hospital. This buffalo was later killed, and samples were taken to determine whether the animal had been given a stimulant to make it more aggressive, said a local official living in the resort town of Doson, where the fight took place. Cambodia's growth is stable amidst the inflation increases. A regional development body has predicted that Cambodia's economic growth is expected to remain stable in 2017 and inflation will pick up due to increases in fuel and food prices. The prediction was made by Singapore-based ASEAN +3 Macroeconomic Research Office, or AMRO, in a statement released on July 4th. The growth is expected to grow strongly at 6.9% this year, with inflation reaching around 4%. Despite sustained growth in the garment, construction, and tourism sectors, Headwinds to growth emanate from rising labor costs and ongoing adjustments in the real estate sector. Myanmar and Cambodia to join in tourism sector. Myanmar and Cambodia have decided to both launch action plans to boost their tourism industry. There will be joint efforts to boost tourism in the two nations, such as proposing an Angkor Bagan tour. Tourism authorities hopes to simplify traveling procedures for people of the two countries. Back in 2013, Myanmar and Cambodia had signed an agreement for visa exemption for citizens from both countries. Artists capture disappearing Hanoi through drawings. A group of city dwellers in Hanoi decided to collectively sketch pictures of the Vietnamese capital before traditional architecture will disappear. Local artists, architects, and even tourists in Hanoi have gathered to capture the current city landscape in drawings before modernization will change it. Calling themselves the Urban Sketchers Hanoi, there are more than 1,000 members. These works are done with watercolor, pencil, or pen. And that's it for the updates from Upper ASEAN region. And this has been me, Patsurang Desha Putharangsi. Back to you, KL.
Thank you, Bangkok. Thanks for watching. I'm Daniel Abakri and have a good weekend.